Retro Horror here for a contest entry. I'm doing this for Todd Walnuts' 1,000 subscriber contest. He's a great guy, great videos, and I appreciate the opportunity to put my information in the hat, and hope everybody enjoys what I'm about to tell you. We've got 10 questions here, so let's go ahead and get started. The first question is, in your collection, what would you grab in case there was a fire? Thankfully, I'm going to cheat a little bit on this, because thankfully he did not say or specify movie collection. I think that would be a much tougher task for me. If I had to grab something from a collection, it's not going to be a movie. It's going to be something from my books. I'm a huge Winston Churchill fan. I've got a very expensive, I just collect, as much as movies, I collect Winston Churchill memorabilia. I've got statues and artwork and signed stuff from Winston Churchill. I think he's probably the greatest man of the 20th century. If I had to just grab something in a rush, I would grab these. Now this is his World Crisis series. It's 6 volumes. And this is World War I. He did a volume, he did World War II as well. He's written a lot of books. He's a prodigious writer, great public speaker, as well as a supreme leader. This World War I series is very, very hard to get. And these books I bought at a specialty store in London, and it was hard as hell to get this. They're great books, very expensive and very hard. They would be extremely hard to replace. There's a little insert from the books, but yeah, World Crisis, First World War, 1916 to 1918. I could spend quite a bit of time going through these. I mean, each volume is like 400 to 600 pages. It's just a fantastic series of books. World War II, you can pick that up anywhere. I mean, the 6 volumes or 8 volumes are fairly easy to get your hands on, but I'd grab that World War I set quickly. All right, second question is, if I was stranded on a desert island and I could only bring 3 movies, what would they be? Well, since he was specific I was hoping not to be that specific and cheat. If I had the chance, I'd grab the Friday the 13th box set. I'd grab boxes that have a slew of movies. Friday the 13th would be one of the first things I grabbed, just because I figured, that'd be plenty of viewing time. But since he did specify individual films, I'm not going to cheat. I went through my collection. If I had to just grab 3 films, the first would be Texas Chainsaw Massacre, original. What can you say? It's a fantastic movie. I could watch it over and over and over again. The second would be War and Peace. This is the Russian epic film that I think, it deserves its own video, first off, but it's a fantastic Russian film. Not talked about very much. I'll probably do a review of this, because it's an epic, and it's the best version of the War and Peace saga that has been done, in my humble opinion. Third up, Suspiria. I'm going to wait for the 4K restoration of this thing. This is the version I have right now, and I would grab this in a heartbeat. So I think those three would tide me over, gun to head. If I couldn't pick box sets, I would go with those 3 films. All right, what else have we got here? What movie is currently in my Blu-ray player. The Owlman, the Scottish film, Lord of Tears. I'm watching that right now, and I'll do a review of that shortly. What CD? Shit, I went out of order. What CD is in the CD player? Oh, I took this out. This is probably my favorite rock album. This is Johnny Winter's Still Alive and Well. Unfortunately, Johnny's not alive and well. He died in 2016. But I just love Johnny Winter. Saw him live multiple times in my life. And I just think this album, Still Alive and Well, is one of the top rock and roll blues albums ever. This is it, baby. This is the beginning and the ending. Other than Johnny, I do listen to Black Sabbath. Love Black Sabbath. I love the Born Again album, even though Ozzy's not on it. And then I listen to jazz too. Listen to Miles Davis and Charlie Parker. But I tend to gravitate towards heavy metal or blues. So what else we got on the lineup here? We have, next question is a shout out to a YouTuber who is underrated. I think I'd have to pick Lausberg. I'll put a link on this video. Lausberg has 300 subscribers or such, but he has similar tastes as I do, and I think he does good videos, good overview. He's got a nice collection, and I like how he presents his pickups. Who was the first YouTuber you subbed to? Probably would have to be Celluloid Terror. I really got hooked on. He and I are sink or meshed. I mean, I love everything he buys. It feeds my addiction just watching his videos. He's cost me a lot of money, that Celluloid Terror. Good guy, though. I like him a lot. If I could meet one film star, dead or alive, who would that be? That's pretty easy. Charles Laughton. I think Charles Laughton is one of the top 5 actors of all time, in my opinion. He was the best Hunchback. His passion for acting is clear, and he overcame a lot of personal demons to be what I believe is one of the greatest actors of all time. And highly underrated, if you go and look at, let's say, a top 100 list, he doesn't show up on these lists, and it's a shock to me. Yeah, Charles Laughton would easily be my favorite actor. As far as directors, it would be, even though that's not the question, I'll throw it in here as a bonus, my favorite director that I'd like to meet or sit down with, that's passed on, would be Rainer Werner Fassbinder, the prolific German director that died at 33. Too much drugs and too much hard living. But while he was alive, he made oodles of films, 5, 10, 15, 30, 50 films in a short period of time. What is the most overrated, underrated film in my collection? That's actually pretty easy. I found that fairly easy. Donnie Darko is my overrated film. I just don't get, it's a good movie, but I don't get all the just obsession with Donnie Darko. I don't get it. It's okay. Underrated, Jack Ketchum's The Lost. I think this film is as good as, if not better than, American Psycho. And I think the portrayal of the psychotic teenager in this film, the actor in this, that really, he didn't go on to do much after this, unfortunately. Mark Slater, I believe. Mark Center. I mean, you compare his performance to Christian Bale, and I think he's outstanding in this movie. And the last 20 minutes of this movie is a gut punch. a true gut punch. So yeah, that's my underrated film. Which movie edition in your collection has the best artwork? Well, I would have to go with this new Herschel Gordon Lewis Feast box, the big old cereal box. This thing just is this just kicks ass. I mean, it really does. I did a separate video on this thing, but I love this. It's got these books and artwork, and it's just a really cool overview of Herschel Gordon Lewis's films. I mean, check this out. Yeah, this is just this is just an awesome toy for an adult, you know. Last question, I believe. If I could ask Toddy Walnuts one question, what would that be? Well, Todd, you know, at what point do you say enough is enough? I mean, how many? I'm asking myself that question. You know, I'm at 3,000 films or DVDs and box sets, and it's like, damn, man, how much more do I need to buy? You know, so I'm just wondering if you ask the same question. How much is it? When is enough enough? And when do you have to declare no mas? I'm a hoarder. I'm a movie hoarder. I need help, and I need to stop. I haven't got there yet, but I do think about that. So I'm wondering what you think as well. At any rate, I appreciate the opportunity to submit this entry, and hope everybody enjoyed my submission. Thank you.